clock in and out. And by the way, if you're going to a job, and there's even a time clock there, you're already at the wrong place. If you have to clock in and out, and they're checking your minutes and shit every week, you're already failing. Stupid. So, people like me come along, and we take shit farther. People like me come along, and they say, you know what? Why does everything have to be a certain way? Why does magic have to be a certain way? Why does that have to be that way? You know, I don't understand why people aren't more open-minded. We're in a society that clearly, you know what? Most people obviously must agree with me. I wouldn't have 1 million subscribers if they didn't believe that.
Word is there's
that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. Be quick and grab it! That I must be doing something right. Or, there's 1 million people that just think I'm crazy. Maybe that's the case. Maybe there's 1 million people who just think I'm crazy. But you know what? It just shows a lot of people out there that are quiet. They work jobs they don't like. They like to watch my videos because it probably takes them out of a job and stops them from thinking about crap they just can't stand doing every day. That's the very first thing I think of when I think about that stuff. You know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If people want to be that way, if people want to enjoy life, do things they're passionate about, more power to them. More power to them. Oh, but that's not the right thing to do. You can't do stuff like that. What is wrong with you? You can't. That's bullshit. When you have 1 million subscribers on a magic channel, which nobody said could ever be done. Things change. I'm going to show you what that means. It reinforces, improves, whatever the hell you want to do. No. I'm not a hot chick on YouTube with 100 million subscribers making fortunes, doing crazy stuff. No, that's not the case. That's not who I am. The thing is, everyone's got their own niche. But the thing is, you have to do what you enjoy. You have to be willing to go the distance. If you're working less than 8 to 10 hours, if you're working less than 12 hours a day, you're failing. You're already doing something wrong. Period. Oh, but really, I can't work. I have other. Yes, you can. That's bullshit. Choose not to. There's a big difference between people who choose to not do something and people who physically can't do it. People who physically can't, that's just a tragedy because things may have happened to them that aren't fake. But for 99% of people who watch these videos, you're either lazy, you blow your money, or you choose not to go the distance. People like me go the fucking distance. And I don't care. I don't care. That's all I literally don't care. You can't do that kind of stuff. That's just not right. It's dangerous. You can't just do that. It just, you know, why? Because you've been told that your whole life? It's dangerous to do? You can damage stuff? You can ruin expensive cards? You know? What? You know? Ooh, what are you gonna do? The bad thing?
Yes.
This is Rudy. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, I don't have 1 million subscribers. Face didn't have 1 million subscribers. What do you mean I don't have 1 million subscribers? What the hell? That's bullshit.
Understood.
Alright. Well, I'll save the $20,000 worth of destruction. Alright, well I gotta do something now. Alright, Q&A it is. Apparently I don't have 1 million subscribers. But I hit 30,000 subscribers, so I guess that's good too. I don't know, there's subscribers. Apparently I don't have millions. So I guess instead we're gonna do a Q&A. I haven't done, the last Q&A I did was 1,000 subscribers, which is a couple months ago.
Let's move.
So I guess I have 1 million subscribers, but it's actually 30,000 subscribers. So I guess we're gonna do a Q&A. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I mean, supporting me and liking me. It's ridiculous. a pyramid scheme, scam everybody, kind of thing. And I really did think I had 1 million subscribers. I mean, somebody on Reddit said I had 1 million subscribers. And come on, if it's on Reddit, it's gotta be true. Everybody's told me that since I was 3. When I went to preschool and I started eating bugs and sand, people were like, Reddit, holy that. So I assumed I had 1 million subscribers. Apparently, I looked at Reddit for the first time and I guess my head imploded. So I guess that's my fault for everybody telling you I had 1 million subscribers when I just broke 30,000. But instead, we'll do a Q&A. So, we're going to do a Q&A. Only 2 questions, obviously, just like before.
I'm making a tactical retreat.
No, I'm not going to show you the Navy base or anything, or I can get loose licenses or get in trouble or arrested. And I'm not going to show you my full storage warehouse collection of where I store everything in a couple different locations. Besides that, you can ask away. Keep your questions short and simple. No yes or no questions. Kind of make them a little more interesting. And put the questions in the comment section below, and we're going to go over it. We're going to talk about 3,000 subscriber answers. I apologize to a lot of people who send me messages all the time. Emails, I just get so many of them. If I actually took the time to reply to them, you wouldn't get questions. So, please, I try to best. Unless you're patient, we're doing this best area. So I answer a few of those every day and make sure that they care.
Oh, that had to hurt! Double kill!
We're gonna do a Q&A. There was some questions below. Feel free to ask anything you want to about finance, investing, different things like that. If the question's too complicated, obviously I'm not going to answer it in a quick 30-second answer. I'll make a whole video on it. But overall, I feel it's deserved. I think a lot of people have a lot of different questions about how crazy it is. Overall, this is Rudy with Alpha Investments. I appreciate everything. Thank you all for the 30,000 subscribers. I apologize we weren't able to do the 1 million subscriber celebration because I read Reddit and they told me I had 1 million subscribers. And apparently that was not true. Apparently there's things on the internet that are not true. They're fake, right? So obviously I am not the fake.
A good kill there!
No, I will not be doing editing my videos. No, I will not be doing any fancy stuff because I don't think that is the style or feel of this channel. I like it.
You know what? Treasure for everybody! But mostly for me!
If I was a hot chick, I would probably exploit that too because, you know, they get 10 million people views and they make fortunes on YouTube doing stupid stuff just because they're attracted. So stupid. But you know what? I really appreciate all my fans, subscribers, and loyal people, and I just can't thank everybody enough. Give me a bunch of questions. I'll try to do 30 minutes of answering on the next video. Probably next week.
That one's not getting up!
Just remember, if you're working less than 12 hours a day, you
I love it!
Set up a healing zone.
I think they've had enough!
Many magical gatherings.
Oh, that had to
What
hurt!
the hell is going on
Well done.
with Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro, Eternal Masters, Modern Masters, and the state of cash grabs and the problems everywhere that are going on with shareholders and 25% annual growth? What the shit is going on?
Keep fighting, warrior!
So I originally made a video yesterday to discuss and go over this. Turns out the video I had made yesterday about my opinion ended up becoming invalid. Therefore, I thought the video, based on getting an average views of 20 to 30,000 views a video on the channel, I thought would not be the appropriate message with the appropriate information. I made the decision to cancel yesterday's video on what I felt.
This is Eugenia Cooney when she wasn't starving herself nearly as much as she clearly is now. After seeing yesterday's video at 3 AM, someone came to Venetian forums and they posted some interesting screen caps about Eugenia Cooney. Allegedly on her Tumblr, a Tumblr that is linked directly from her channel so she can't say it's fake, the URL appearing in the lower left. She allegedly said, "If you're asking if I'd like to gain weight, I wouldn't, haha. So that doesn't look very good when it comes to her denying that she has an eating disorder, does it? But let's actually go to her Tumblr and click on archive to verify these posts are real. Okay, so if you scroll far enough on her Tumblr, you'll find she's made thousands upon thousands of posts dating all the way back to 2010. Now let's find the place where she admits that she doesn't want to gain weight. Now unfortunately I searched for the word offensive and it wasn't found anywhere in the archive, though that post might not exist. Now I took the exact phrase from that post, is this isn't ought to be offensive. Obviously there was a typo or something, making the phrase pretty unique. And what do you know, I actually did find the post. Page 630 of her Tumblr. She straight up says that she doesn't want to gain weight. This is the exact URL, and it was posted 3 years ago. Now that we know we can trust these screenshots, I'll move on to the other ones. It seems the implication here is that she actually reblogged. Someone who said, reblog this if you've ever self-harmed, purged, starved yourself, and it goes on and on. Again, unfortunately, reblogging that post only means she admitted to one of those things. Not necessarily all of them, or starving herself in specific. Here she apparently reblogs another statement about how she doesn't like her stomach when she's standing in her bra. It's clearly reflecting on both her weights and her appearance in general. But I know a lot of first world white girls who are insecure when they see the reflection, but here's the issue we keep running into. Someone asks Eugenia Cooney if she's anorexic, and she boldly says no. Yet here she is way back in the day, with a healthier, more full-looking face, and here she is a day ago, looking well on her way to death. So are you anorexic? No, that's simply not sufficient. Regardless, Eugenia did respond to me on Twitter. She said my video is full of misinformation and lies. She also said she never had an Ask FM, which was used because it was mentioned in an article I saw, and it is the #1 result that shows up for Ask Eugenia Cooney. Someone asked that person if they were the real Eugenia Cooney. They said yes. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. But apparently Eugenia's claims that this account is fake is nothing new. But wait, this is a weird tweet. I searched for from Eugenia_Cooney and Ask FM on Twitter. She says apparently I've changed according to my Ask FM. Haha, whoever said that, want to tell me how. She says some of the Ask FM questions I get are so funny. Ha ha ha. Oh god, this is awkward. Because right here she says she doesn't have an Ask FM account. Maybe what she means is that she no longer has one. Let's go ahead and use the Wayback Machine. The URL she herself actually tweeted as her own Ask FM, and FML it was never archived. Now, another thing Eugenia noted from my video is that I clearly stated it would be foolish for a person who makes a living gathering people's attention to not take advantage of a topic that gets them attention. But she uses that to write off the idea that I ever tried to help her. A statement which is clearly debunked if you just look at the DMs between her and I shortly before I unfollowed her. She says it's crazy some people want views and fame so bad they'll do anything to bring others down. I could never do that and I don't understand. This tweet was made in the same hour. She directly name dropped me. So pretty clear shade being thrown. But Eugenia, again, you are denying the obvious truth. Your last video got 4,000 likes and 5,000 dislikes. The video before that, 20 likes, 24,000 dislikes. The video before that, same story. The video before that, 11,000 likes, 16,000 dislikes. I ask you to please address the fact that you have a serious weight problem, and thousands upon thousands of people are going to your videos and disliking them because they know you're triggering young girls. Example, hey, my niece started to not eat and say she wants to look like you and how skinny you are. She has anorexia. Another person tweets, please see this as an attempt to help. Look like you're dying. Don't want my niece to emulate someone who is killing themselves. Someone saying, when you realize one of your closest friends has started starving herself to look like Eugenia Cooney, they don't know how to react. Again, one of tens of thousands of people stating that you, Eugenia Cooney, look like you just got out of a concentration camp. You gotta remember who I am. Onision, the guy very few people want to agree with. So we have people disliking your videos in hordes. We have the video I made about you a day ago with 33,000 likes and only 2,000 dislikes. We have the fact that I've been talking about anorexia for over 6 years now, proving I actually do care about people who starve themselves, specifically you, Eugenia, who is not only cared about by me, but it's not just you I care about. I also care about the people that you're obviously triggering for the sake of your own game. Just look at your outfits videos. You got more than 500,000 views on each of those. Mind you, you also score a sick amount of dislikes on those videos as well. Because again, the mass majority of people who watch your videos are not morons, and we can see right through to what you're really trying to do. What is truly frustrating about all of this is that the only response that you really gave yesterday's video was that it's your position that the Ask FM referenced is fake, and that you think I'm doing this exclusively for views. Now I talked to my wife about you, she's the one who told me what you said about me on Twitter in the first place. But my wife introduced a very important point. If you were not suffering from anorexia, and you actually did have a legitimate medical condition, to avoid continuing to get a ridiculously high amount of dislikes and low amount of likes, you would simply provide us documentation that proves you're not anorexic, i.e. holding up a doctor's note from a legit doctor. Someone tweeted me yesterday saying, Onision, just watched your new video on Eugenia, and with my sister's permission, I wanted to show you what naturally skinny really looks like. My sister eats 3 meals a day. She's 5'5" and weighs 102 pounds. My sister's not unhealthy. Show this to Eugenia. And Eugenia, that is what naturally skinny looks like. You are not naturally skinny. I would sugarcoat it for you, but it seems like a lot of people have been sugarcoating it for you for too long, which has contributed to you looking the way you are now. Here's a side-by-side of naturally skinny versus unnaturally skinny. Now let's do a side-by-side of Eugenia Cooney, someone who just got out of a concentration camp. Gosh, Eugenia, it looks like you'd fit right in there. So it's pretty clear that Eugenia Cooney doesn't want to address the actual issue. She wants to keep triggering young girls to starve themselves. She wants to keep horrifying us with these outfit videos, and she clearly wants to continue to starve herself. That conversation I had with my wife earlier, she reminded me all Eugenia has to do is go to the doctor, have the doctor write a note, and settle this once and for all. But Eugenia doesn't take the simple path to relieve herself of the stress that the internet's descending upon her, because Eugenia is guilty. And that is the message of this video, that is the message of the last video, and that is the painfully obvious truth.
To Davy Jones' locker with ya.
This photo of Eugenia Cooney was uploaded about 13 hours ago. As you can see here, her arm looks horrifying, and on the other side, oh my god, what the hell. This photo was uploaded 14 hours ago, and we have much of the same. Just looking at the lower part of her face alone, you can tell she's significantly malnourished. If I'm being blunt, which I most always am, her hand and arm are in a position that reminds me of how a body would look if you dug it up months after the person was deceased, especially considering the amount of meat and fat on her bones. But these terrifying recent photos of her are not why I'm making this video. And I mean, terrifying. No, firstly, I make videos like these because of the fact that I've been making videos about anorexia since 2010 and maybe even earlier than that. I also make videos about Eugenia specifically because those videos most always do extremely well. And if it's a cop's job to catch criminals, and it's an online entertainer slash activist job to get attention, then I am much like a cop who found a hot spot of crime, and I would be a fool to ignore it. But it's very important to note that someone went to onision.xyz and they posted that Eugenia Cooney is 84 pounds. In their post, they say Eugenia Cooney has admitted in a YouNow live stream that she's around 84 pounds, and they point out a 7-year-old weighs 84 pounds. They go on to say that Eugenia Cooney is 22 years old. Before we get to her admitting her weight, I just saw this and I have to respond.
You're skinny, so what? Every person is different. Yeah, exactly. Like, everyone's different. So I don't really see, like, why the way someone looks is, like, such a big deal.
Okay, firstly, yes, everyone is technically different, like our fingerprints, more often than not, very different. But here's the thing, a person with cancer is different than a person who doesn't have cancer. Just because the person with cancer is different doesn't mean that different is a good thing. Like, for instance, you being 84 pounds, that's cancer different. Not everything's okay, I'm just different.
If you were naturally thin, then everyone should just shut it. Yeah, naturally, like, the thing, I'm just kind of naturally thin or whatever. So I don't really see why some people care so much. I mean, not that it's not nice that you guys don't care, because it is nice that you guys care.
Okay, once again, with many of Eugenia Cooney's statements, this one is problematic as well. Eugenia, you're not naturally thin, and you've admitted it yourself. So if you could stop lying to the general public, that would be great. Right now, I'm going to Google Eugenia Cooney. I'm going to pick a specific range for her photos to show up. We'll say from 2009 to 2012. Here's a picture of Eugenia Cooney, obviously significantly heavier than she is now. This is her face then, and this is her face now. Her face then, and her face much more recently. Here's Eugenia Cooney allegedly in 2013. As you can see, her face is very round, and this is her a week ago. How can anyone not see that she is starving herself? If she's naturally skinny now, she would have been naturally skinny then, yet her face is shriveling away. Here's the kicker, if you go to her Ask FM, someone asks, are you anorexic? And she says, well, in a way. Hello, Eugenia Cooney's clearly a liar, and based on the obvious information in front of us, she's clearly using her starving herself for attention so she gets more views on her videos. I mean, look at her video thumbnails. She's so skinny, you're looking at that thumbnail going, how the hell is she not dead? I mean, here's a video from Eugenia Cooney that has over 1.4 million views, 40.
Do you want me to do the intro or do you want to do the intro?
You can do the intro. It's your fucking
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie the 988, coming at you live once again through the power of the
How
internet.
does that work again?
I'm live through the power of the
You're
internet.
not. People are. No.
I'm live right now. You're live.
See, there's a
This is
huge
the
problem.
internet.
There's a huge problem with that because
And we're
this is
using the
recorded.
power.
It's pre-recorded. We're recording right now.
I understand, but
It's
that's
not-
the shtick,
All right, just
Jesse.
saying.
That's
Hey
what-
there, Jay. Zero Power Giants here. That makes sense. That's really plain. I am McGiants. If you guys don't know me, I'm doing your channel right now.
And we're hanging out this weekend, and I've seen all of his fans like, oh Boogie, he's just using you for views.
Of course.
Well, I'm now using him for views.
That's
right
all it
now.
is.
That's it is.
Like my name's gonna be in the title, and I'm gonna be in the thumbnail.
Right. So put the G by in the title. Instant money.
Are you gonna put mid-roll ads on this?
So here's. So I'm watching him upload the video he did yesterday, and this dude was like mid-roll ad, mid-roll like 6, 7, boom, 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 like every interval that he could comfortably
Yes.
do it, he's shoving them in. If you guys know this, I make a lot of 10-minute videos.
You
never,
ramble. This is a rambling video.
Right, it's just one cut, just me talking.
So I thought, oh, Boogie definitely put some ads in there because he talked for so long.
I've never. Today, he convinced me for the first time to put a mid-roll ad.
Use you guys for more money. That's all I know, guys. But no, he appreciate what he's been doing. He hasn't been putting any ads, but I told him, he definitely can. If you're gonna have a long video, you gotta make it worth the time, and they're just little.
So please forgive me if you come across a mid-roll ad in this one.
It's
He's
my fault.
making
It's
me
my
do it.
fault.
He's yelling at me.
I'm sorry.
But I thought today we would just talk a little bit about what we're doing here in Fayetteville. Why you
Thank
came
you,
to
thank you once
Arkansas.
again. Why? Because you paid for my flights, dude.
Right. Well, it's
Give us a place to stay.
here's the thing. We met at VidCon this year. Well, we met 2 years ago. First
Yeah,
time.
but I was in character 2 years ago.
This last year we met. It was right at the end of the Psycho series. He was super intense. Like it was terrifying. You terrified me that night. That's exactly. His eyes were like that. And I thought, is he in character? Is he crazy? I don't know. Maybe the Psycho series did some real damage to him. I think it did. He's frank. Just to be frank. Parker's scared of me. I'm scared of him. Yeah, Parker. Parker's right over here in the corner. Parker's been begging to stay in a hotel. He's like, oh, I don't feel safe here. Oh, Parker.
You are very intimidating.
Well, I love you, Parker. You're welcome here too. Okay.
This is why it's rambling, I guess. There's
Right.
no
there's no form. It's just whatever. So, but I did want to ask you some questions today.
Oh shit! All right.
So I don't know. Like, so here's the thing. We met at VidCon
Yeah, yeah.
2 years ago. Then we met again last year. I said, when you want to come to the house, come to the house. Last week we talked about it a little bit. And then we just finally I gave him a call.
Said,
On
why
a
not?
plane?
Why not?
And here we are. And we're doing this, obviously to collab a little bit. I love his videos, he loves mine. I want to be in his, I want him in mine. That's the thing YouTubers do. I never do them. That's normal because people aren't willing to play ball on my turf.
Right. I'll ramble, dude. That's totally fine. We'll talk about any kind of bullshit. What do you want to talk about?
Well, last night we bonded like this, man. It was
We
like
did.
crazy.
We did.
So I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that we talk about on this channel. Number one, I want to talk about health stuff.
Yeah, dude. Actually, those are some of my favorite videos of yours. When you talk
Thank
about the really deep, like mental health, your weight issues and things. It's like that's the stuff that people don't talk about on YouTube. It's all the good stuff.
Well, physically, you just went through surgery just this last year. How long ago was the surgery?
I did. That was around 2.5 months now.
And you suffered from. That was the surgery to correct a bunch of broken stuff inside you. You had organs glued together.
Yeah,
Wasn't that it?
that's what ended up being the result. But for 2 years, I had no idea what it was.
Right.
Doctors were telling me like, we don't know. I had 2 MRIs done. I had 2 ultrasounds done. A CAT scan, X-rays, showed nothing, and I ended up having to bite the bullet, get exploratory surgery just to figure out. And it turns out my colon was glued to my abdominal wall, glued to my testicular cord.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
But they were able to just finally cut it up.
Yeah.
2 years, you went to the doctor with chronic pain, begging for help.
Yeah.
And they told you they couldn't find it. They didn't know what it was. They were afraid it was in your head. I think that you even said that at some point. the
Yeah,
physical stuff.
because they don't say it. If it's on the inside, it doesn't matter to them. It's like, well, I can't help you.
How do you feel now?
I feel a lot better. I
you
can
gonna-
jog around. It's awesome to have it fixed because I neglected my health for a couple years while I was doing YouTube, when I was doing videos. And I know you understand the grind it takes, and sometimes it takes a toll on your health, and it's hard.
And I'll tell you, like, he's a bit of a health nut now. Like, I mean, you can eat. We went to a restaurant
yeah.
last night and probably overdid it. But like, my wife very hospitably asks, what do you want to eat? What do you want to do while you're
Cook some
here?
breakfast this morning, some bacon and eggs, like getting
But
Southern
like,
treat. Yeah.
but he's like, I just want grilled chicken and brown rice, and I drink nothing but water. You sure you don't want to have some beer? No, I just drink nothing but water. It's like, but you take your health serious, and that's really important.
It is. It is.
But no, a lot of people don't realize that you dealt with chronic pain, and not a lot of people realize that not only did you deal with chronic pain, you still finished school. You worked on YouTube.
Are you talking about the brain injury?
Well, yeah, we'll get into that. But I mean, I guess your physical pain didn't start till after.
Yeah, that was just all